Good afternoon. President Bongbong Marcos says the government will not lift a finger to help the International Criminal Court's probe, but investigators could still visit as civilians. In an ambush interview in Quezon City, Marcos reiterates that the government will not cooperate with the ICC.
I do not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC in the Philippines. I consider it as a threat to our sovereignty. Therefore, the Philippine government will not lift a finger to help any investigation that the ICC conducts. However, as ordinary people, they can come and visit the Philippines.
According to Marcos, the government is keeping an eye on the investigators, and if they should probe government agencies, the agencies will be instructed not to entertain them. Senator Antonio Trillanes IV earlier disclosed that ICC investigators have already gathered sufficient evidence against former President Rodrigo Duterte when they visited the country in December. Vice President Sara Duterte says she will run for office again in the next elections. Duterte makes the pronouncement during a flag-raising ceremony in Barangay Bago Galera, Davao City on Monday. In a speech, the Vice President says her siblings, Mayor Sebastian Duterte and Davao City Representative Paulo Duterte, will not run for office again. She then expresses her intention to run in the next elections. She did not specify what position she will be running for. The upcoming national and local elections are scheduled for May 2025. However, Duterte's tenure as Vice President extends until 2028. The office of the Vice President has yet to provide clarification on Duterte's announcement, but says her visit in Barangay Bago Galera was spontaneous. Religious leader and alleged sex offender Apollo Quiboloy skips the Senate's investigation into the Kingdom of Jesus Christ's supposed crimes. An official guest list from the Senate Committee on Women and Children shows Kiboy was invited but did not show up. The religious leader is represented by his legal counsel, Attorney Melanio Elvis Balayan. The Senate's investigation is prompted by Senator Risa Ontiveros, who disclosed that offenses attributed to Kiboy involved the abuse of women and children within his church, Kingdom of Jesus Christ. According to Ontiveros, the terror extends beyond the Philippines and possibly has an international dimension to Kiboy's supposed criminal activities. The U.S. has declared Kiboy one of its most wanted sex traffickers. A major magnitude 7.1 earthquake struck along the mountainous China-Kyrgyzstan border, injuring at least 3 people. Citing the China Earthquake Administration, a report says the quake's epicenter struck at 2:09 a.m. on Tuesday, Beijing time, at a depth of 22 kilometers in the mountainous border area of Wuxi County in China's Xinjiang region. Chinese state media says 3 people were injured and have been hospitalized. It adds that local authorities have dispatched a team to the quake's epicenter, while some 800 people were on standby for any large disaster relief mission. 2 residential houses and livestock sheds collapsed in the area near the epicenter, while electricity was temporarily knocked out. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. President Bongbong Marcos says government won't lift a finger to help ICC probe. Vice President Sara Duterte says she will run for office again in the next elections. And Apollo Quiboloy, a no-show as the Senate begins its probe on the pastors and his church's alleged offenses. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.